What's up guys, Tony from the Strength House. I'm going to talk about pull-ups and chin-ups today, kind of all the things that you have to do them correctly, as well as some technique errors to watch out for. So pull-ups and chin-ups, we can kind of use those two terms interchangeably. We're really just talking about the grip, but the actual execution of the exercise is going to be the same either way. We usually refer to pull-ups as ones with your palms facing forward, and grip is usually a little bit out wider. Chin-ups is typically referring to palms facing towards you, like so, with the grip a little bit narrower. We also use a lot of neutral grip chin-ups or pull-ups where the hands are facing each other, either with a bit narrower grip or a little bit wider. But pull-ups, chin-ups, neutral grip, whatever, the execution again is going to be the same. So you want to start in the right position because like any other compound lift, the setup is crucial to make the rest of the lift go well. So I'm not very tall, so I'm using a box to get into the right position. And unless you are super tall and able to reach the top of your chin-up bar in a good position, I highly recommend using something to step up onto so you can kind of set yourself in a good position before letting your feet go off the ground. So we want to do pull-ups with a full range of motion, which means arms all the way straight at the top and then getting our elbows tucked in tight to our sides and keeping a tall chest at the top. The place where you finish is kind of depending on your own lengths. You don't necessarily have to get your chin up over the bar or get your chest to the bar. You just want a good full lat contraction. If you have long arms, short arms, that's obviously gonna be a little bit different. I'll explain more of that in a second. However, that arms all the way up overhead position is really crucial. So you wanna use that box to help you get into that position. So as you can see here, if my legs are straight like so, I have still a little bit of elbow bend here. So I actually want to bend my knees a little bit until I get into the arms all the way straight position. And I want to have a little bit of lat tension before I let my feet go. Not a big fan of totally dead hang pull-ups because those can be really, really tough on your shoulders and your elbows. So you don't want to just kind of like dead hang at the top. You want a little bit of lat tension, and the way that I explain that is just like take your shoulders and just dip them into your back pockets without bending your elbows. So that would look like this. If this is a full dead hang, just creating a little bit of lat tension is just this right here. So you can see my arms didn't bend, so it's not this, but it's just this right here. And once I have that lat tension, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my feet off of the box in one of two ways. Foot position in the pull-up can actually be really, really helpful. I like to either have people hook their feet behind them, like so, to keep from swinging, or another really popular one is what we call like the hollow position, where your feet are hooked out in front of you. I'll spin around so you can kind of see this here. So this is really, really common to see people put their feet together in front like so, and this is really helpful to keep your abs engaged. If you have a tendency to do your pull-ups and really fly into a really arched back position, putting your feet together in front of you in that hollow position is a really good way to keep your core engaged. So either one of those is fine. Once you get into your position here, we have lat tension, we have our feet set, and take my feet off of the box, and I'm just gonna pull myself up to the bar, keeping a tall chest and my head in the same position until my elbows have kind of gone as far as they can without drifting behind my body. What we don't wanna see, two really, really common mistakes. One of them is reaching for the bar with the chin. If I don't keep a good neutral head position and I throw my head back like that, it's actually gonna dip my shoulders forward into a pretty lousy position here. You wouldn't wanna row that way and let your shoulder fall forward like that. You'd wanna let the shoulder blade tip back like so, which is not gonna let the elbow drive as far back. Same on your pull-ups. If you're really cranking your head up at the top to try to reach, you can see that takes me from a good position to a bad position with my shoulders. So make sure that you keep a hard double chin. I like to look at something in front of me. With these racks here, I look at the G in strength, keep my eyes focused there so I'm not moving my head around. That's really, really important to make sure that your upper body stays in a good, stable position. The shoulders don't dive forward. All right, so on the way down, same deal, but you're just only gonna lower down until your arms are straight and you still have a little bit of that lat tension. So up to the top, lower down under control, stop when my arms are straight, but I still have my lats tense the whole time. I'm not full dead hang. Subtle difference, but this is good This, not so good. So at the bottom of your pull-ups, make sure you keep still a little bit of lat tension. All right, so those are some important things to think about when you're doing your pull-ups, chin-ups, whatever grip that you choose. So make sure you avoid those common mistakes and practice, 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 because this is one that can be really, really difficult at first, but you can do them really frequently, and the more you do them, the better you'll get at them.